When I was little, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. He cut off the heads of 131 lords.
Hey everybody, Jerry Williams, aka Greater Sapien here. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm here to update some information regarding this whole number 74 through 77 section of Dubay's supposed proofs against the reality of the globe. You'll recall that this entire sequence was centered around Genoa, Italy, and its 70-foot elevation. From Genoa, Italy, at a height of just 70 feet above sea level. From Genoa, Genoa on bright, clear days. Now, Genoa is publicly listed as having an elevation of 70 feet, and Dubay decided to use that height as his starting point for his should be hidden behind X amount of curvature claims. He also seems to have pulled his photographic evidence from this video here by an Italian gentleman named Giorgio Vigo, which I pointed out at the start of this sequence. Giorgio has no association with flat earthers, by the way, and he seemed a bit irritated that his personal photos were being used for such nonsense. I don't blame him. I also pointed out that these photos were obviously taken from a higher elevation than 70 feet. So right off the bat, Dubay is blatantly lying when he associates his calculations with these photos. Now, at the time, I didn't know the precise elevation these photos seemed to be taken from. But don't you know, someone out there figured it out and the word made its way back to me. The first one to tip me off was the YouTube user Ruhif, who hit me up on the side with a couple of pieces of information on the day number 74 went live. The first bit of info is that it seems the original photographer misidentified Gorgona and Caprea in the photo used in number 74. What we appear to be looking at are the highest peaks on the mountain of Corsica, the highest of which is 2,706 meters. Ruhif went so far as to send me a Google Earth mashup of the island of Corsica and the still from the video. And I gotta say, I'm pretty convinced. Now, this isn't a knock against the photographer because he was just making an honest mistake while he was identifying an island on his personal tourism video. But it does show that Dubay isn't confirming the evidence that he's presenting as fact. I mean, we all know that by now, but this is a cut and dried example. Ruhif also notified me that the day my number 74 video went up, someone identified the location the photo used in number 76 was taken from and commented on the original Giorgio video for confirmation. To which Giorgio gave a nice little heart response and then later answered with, "Oh yes." I should also mention that several days ago, Fromage Frisbiz also came across this exchange and put the information in the comments. That location is one Forte Begato in Genoa, which has a published elevation of 460 meters. Here it is right here. That published elevation is probably the hill it was built on, and any viewer is likely at a higher elevation depending on where they stand on that structure. But the difference between Dubay's claim of 70 feet, which is 21 meters, and the 1,510 foot, 460 meter reality is, I mean, come on. So what does it mean now that we have a better idea of the elevation these photos were taken from, and we have what I believe to be a more accurate identification of the island in number 74? Well, for claim 74 at the elevation of 460 plus meters, Gorgona at 254 meters would still be visible 81 miles away. Some 30 meters of it with no refraction at all, nearly half of it with standard refraction applied. But now it seems it's not Gorgona, it's Corsica, which is 2,706 meters at its highest point. This means even if the viewer was at 70 feet, some 40% of that island would still be visible with no refraction at all. And this is where I have to call myself out for phoning it in on some of these repetitive ones. Because in this claim number 75, Dubay told the truth.
Not true. No, God, please, no. That's impossible.
Look at his claim. From Genoa, Italy, at a height of just 70 feet above sea level, the island of Corsica can often be seen 99 miles away. If Earth were a ball 25,000 miles in circumference, Corsica should fall 5,245 feet, almost an entire mile below the horizon. But Corsica is some 8,870 feet tall. Even if a mile of it was below the horizon, some 3,600 feet of it would still show. Now look at his claim. Does he say on a globe the island should not be seen at all? No. In his claim, does he claim the island is 100% visible from base to peak? Nope. He made a claim that is 100% in line with the globe model and claimed it was proof against the globe. I tip my hat to you, Mr. Dubay. Your grift is strong, sir. Now, Claim 76 was about Caprea, and we know for a fact that the photo's elevation was some 460 plus meters, and Caprea, at 447 meters, would be visible 102 miles away with only standard refraction. In the shot, we have Corsica, which would be 80-some% visible at that elevation, Gorgona, for real, which would also be visible at that height, and lastly, Elba, which is in Claim 77, should also be visible from this lofty elevation. Whew, man. With that little bit of information, you can see that the evidence in all four of these claims, 74 through 77, all support the globe reality. And for one claim, 75, Dubay just blatantly spelled out globe supporting facts and claimed they opposed the globe model. So what did we learn today, boys and girls? I'd say we learned that Dubay presents lies and claims that they are facts, but we already knew that, didn't we? But we did learn that even when Dubay tells the truth, he lies about it.
That's my job, that's what I do! I don't lose! I win! Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me?
Maybe you came by to congratulate me on last night's victory.